Hey guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to the episode of Let's Build a Replica Engine. This episode is the one I must admit I've been dreading. I'm not looking forward to this because it's one part and it's a big part and it's a really complicated geometric part. It's the gearbox. It's huge and there's so much detail. I've got 3 screenshots on my other 2 monitors to hopefully help me out a little bit. Now, I want to say last episode I did make a mistake. I actually built the oil pan the wrong way around. I did say before we even started building it that this part should be at the pulley end and not the clutch end, and then I built it at the clutch end. So all I done was I just flipped it around. So if something looks a little bit different, that is why. Now, this clutch, right, I'm going to have to just build it a little slowly and a little methodically until we get about the right size and shape. I don't really know where to start, but I'm going to start up here. Shush. So, let's turn the shaders off as well. So, I want to have a little bit of thickness. Here, I'm going to go out 4 blocks. Okay. And I think I'm probably going to use this block here as my sort of draw line. Now this comes out a little way on either side. Let's get to the middle point actually. Okay, so there's the middle point. And let's draw out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it comes down in a sort of arcing diagonal. I need to come out further. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this part, if you don't know, is going to wrap around the clutch and then go underneath the oil pan, and it's massive. It connects to so many parts, and this is probably going to take a couple of episodes just to build. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, and that's probably about right. And then this is going to start coming in diagonally as well. It's like a diamond shape front. Everything about this is awkward. There's nothing easy at all about it. Did I go 4 there or 5? It looks like 4. Yeah, 4. So that's, I like the shape of the top there, and then we draw in diagonally to a flat bottom. So maybe we should get the flat bottom in first. I said bottom. We'll go the bottom of it. Needs to go a bit further down than that. Go away, skeleton. Not in the mood. I'm going to go up by 1. I'm going to do it there. 1, 2, 3. Am I in the middle? Yeah. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as long as I can join that up to there, we should be good. So let's go with a 1, and then a 2, and then a 1. And then a 2 upright though. 2. We want to make sure that the clutch is in there though. Then a 3. And then join that up. I'll go with that. That went better than I thought. Hopefully this side will just join up nicely. 2. Then a 1. And then a 2 pointing up. And then a 3. Oh no, it was 2 2s. Then a 3. And then the 3 joins up. Okay. I'll go with that. Now, do we skeletize it first? Or do we just build each part as we go? If we skeletize it, it's easier to modify. But if we do it piece by piece and actually sort of fill it in, we get a better view on how it's going to be at the end. And if we've done it like far enough out and all that kind of stuff. Oh, it's really hard. I've got so... like, you'll never ever get enough screenshots to be able to do all this. I'm going to build it actually part by part. I think that's the best way to do it. So we're going to have a black front on here, which goes about halfway. So about to here. And we want it just to come out a little bit. So I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, and then the front. Excellent. That looked about right. So this one here. 1, 2, 3, and then that joins up there. So the top half of this now is all going to be black. Like I said, this might take 2 or 3 episodes to build the gearbox. If we do it right, it will look great. If we do it wrong, it might ruin the entire look of the engine. Maybe I should copy and paste like how it is now, and if I don't like it, we just won't build the gearbox. That's a cheaty way to do it, but I want a gearbox on it. I really do want the gearbox on it. So all of this is all geometric shape as well, so I'm trying to sort of fill this in to match up right and not look too square or too round. No, I want that there. No, I don't. I want that like that. That one. And that one. So they all have like little parts that sort of emboss an area as well. It's not like all flat. There's so many times. We're going to have to go over this so many times, I think, to get this exactly how we want it. That one and that one. Build up piece by piece. I'm going to drop that one back. Like that. Maybe we should draw around the edge here. And there. Nearly there. First bit is almost done. It's the little clutch cover bit. And that one. Okay, not bad. What's going on here? Why is that one different to this side? Okay, we're good. Little touch up here and there, but to be honest, we can go over that like afterwards and do the final touches on there. So there's that one. Then we have a little lip. Oh, I hope this looks good. You can't tell now. At the moment, it looks trash, and it will until like the very end of this part. Okay, and then there's like the drive gear or something that goes on this side of the gearbox. So we sort of have to try and remember that as well. Something like that. I'm so nervous. These ones. There. And that one. And draw this one around the outside. Oh, it's like using a pencil. I think the terminology "draw" that I've been using a lot today. You know, I'll draw this line, then draw that. I think that's actually quite correct for this style of building in Minecraft, because you're not really knowing where you're going. It's like just picking up a pencil and just starting something. You're doing a broad strokes to begin with, getting an approximation of where you sort of want parts to go, but in your head you know what it's going to look like, or like for me, I've got a picture of how I want it to look like, but you don't know how you're going to get there. So you start off with these brush strokes that look a little bit funny at first, and then you refine them and you refine them and you refine them. The thing is though, this is like the easy part. This is the simple part of the gearbox. It gets crazier and crazier as you go further and further underneath the oil pan. and that one. However, I think we're almost there with this bit. And then we'll have like the complete clutch covered up then. That one. Good. I like the shape. I'm really, really a fan of the shape. And then fill in this last part. And here. Oh my god. I just messed up. It's not that much of a problem. I was building away, no problem. But the little recording icon on the corner, I noticed after a while wasn't showing. I thought, no, it doesn't mean anything. Boy, was I wrong. I filled up my disk space. So I had done this with you guys, but you're not going to be able to see that because it didn't record. I decided in the end that we're not going to try and copy this Gearbox block for block, and try and get everything that the actual game of My Summer Car has on their Gearbox. Instead, we're just going to get some geometric shapes that look roughly like where they should be and make it up for ourselves. The Gearbox is too complicated to follow. It's such an integral part. So what we've done is I've joined this up to here. I'm not happy with this yet. I want to change this. Let's take this away. I don't like how that's going to join up to the... Oh, turn these off as well. I don't like how that joins up to that. I want it to be a little bit lower and curve in a little bit. But I've got a couple of cubes. I've got a cube on this side. And I've got a cube on the front. Difficulty, peaceful, again. And then in the middle here, I've got three sort of squished ovals here. These will join up to make one sort of long squished oval. And this is going to be where the gears would be housed. Now, we're not going to do the gears inside the gearbox for a couple of reasons. Reason number one is that in My Summer Car, we're building this off My Summer Car, remember? And the gearbox comes as one giant piece. You don't have to put all the gears inside the gearbox. And the reason number two that we're not doing that is because it would just be ridiculously difficult, and I haven't got a clue about how the inside of a gearbox works. It's literally, hence the name, gearbox. It's full of gears. But this is a four-speed gearbox, and I don't know how many gears I would need for that. I just don't know how it would work. So we're just going to build the outer shell of it. I also was saying that this amount of detail here is about perfect. I know it's only a few lines that sort of wrap around certain parts, but it gives this ribbed effect on the gearbox. If we can get that on this round section as well, I think that would be really, really good. We've gone with stone because I've got so much light grey wool around here. I don't want it all to blend in, and I don't think we've used either stone much or at all in this build at all. So let's start connecting this up a little bit better now. I'm going to have to run this video longer than I thought I was going to have to because you guys aren't going to see most of it. So let's go down instead. We'll go down by 3 blocks, then I'll go down by 2, then I'll come in by 2, and then I'll come in by 3, and then I'll just join this up to the rest of it. Like that. I think that's more of a like a healthier sort of curve. It doesn't look quite as angular. It's not going to make such a short area. I think that makes a little bit of a better look. Okay. Now I know that there's a bracket on this side. When we done the engine block here, we built this bracket on the side. I had no idea what that was for. That joins up to the gearbox. How crazy is that? It's like this long sort of part that holds it up to there. So let's get another sort of smaller cube somewhat in line with this. So somewhere around here. Let's just build this out a little. That's about right, actually. I think it's those two. Those two there. So if I come out a couple on that side and a couple on that side. And I want to make sure I've got enough. I don't want to come out really that far. I think I'd rather have it like to here and then do a slanted bracket up so it's a little bit thinner. And I've decided to go with a wireframe. You know how we were saying at the beginning of the video, do we go with a wireframe, like a skeleton of all of the parts, or do we build each part piece by piece? We started off by building it piece by piece, which is why the front's all filled in, which is good. It gave us an idea on how we're going to do the ribs, how we're going to do the detail and some colours. But I think for this section, because there's so many parts that we're trying to build into one, I think a wireframe would be better. I just think it would be easier for us to be able to follow. So let's do a little bracket on here. And a little bracket on there. We'll join those up together. And then, for the moment, I'm just going to sort of do a thin line. And then we'll thicken it up afterwards. Like that. To be honest, that's actually probably good enough. Like, I think as a bracket that works. Let's just do a couple on here. Go on, click in there. I think that's nice and clunky enough. That's all we need. Perfect. Now, how do we join that part up to there? I don't know. I think we'll leave it for now, and we'll sort of join that up at the end. If I could get this middle part filled in, though, that would be a really good head start for us. So let's go from there to there, and set stone. And from this one to that one. This one to that one. That one to that one. But it's not only sort of rounded on the sides, it's also going to be rounded on the front. So I'll have to do that at the end. I think it's going to be easier to do these side ones first. That one. That one. Oh, thank the heavens for this command, hey, for the set command. That one. That one. It saves a ridiculous amount of time. Actually ridiculous. That one. And whoop. Up and down, in and out. Okay. And this last little side. If I can get this like ribbed up and looking like a little bit detailed, as well as doing the curvature on this front, I think I'll be happy to leave it there today. So let's run this back. We don't have a middle point here, so we're just gonna square it off first, and then we make it rounded from there. That's the easiest way that I find. So we start off, we join those two parts up, and then we think about how we want this to round off. So let's come in here now, and we'll go 3 and then 3 out. 3. Oh no, I can't do that there. We'll just have to 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Take this away. And then I'm going to do that there as well. Take this one, that one, that one, that one. I think that's going to be, I think that's a good curve. I can't tell until I step back. Oops. Bats, I swear, they just follow me. He's got the whole super flat world to go, and he wants to follow me. And peaceful doesn't affect bats spawning. We've got too many dark spots here now. Oh no, that looks good. Yeah, that's a really nice curve. So to fill these sections in is a little bit tricky. We'll fill in one side and then I can copy and paste it. But they are a little bit tricky, because to get the roundness effect, you need to keep like a bunch of circles basically. So we're going to do that one, and that one, that one, and that one. See how we're keeping like a circle there, and a circle here, and then we come over here, and I'm going to take a couple of away from there, and that one, and that one. So we've got a circle there then, and then we can fill these parts in. So we've got a circle, pretty much a circle that I want there. See that? I'll probably fill those ones in. Nope. Nope, don't like it. We'll keep that like that. Let's get rid of some of these. And then fill that one in. And that one in. They can go away. And they can go away. I'm nearly happy with that. We'll just do that one there. Take those away. Okay. Finish off this circle here. I think I want to do... Nope. Like that. So I've got another circle. Not quite. It's not quite what I want. I think I'd rather... That's better. So circle there. And I'm slowly bringing them together. Bringing these circles closer and closer. That one. That's when you got it on the bottom. Like that. This one. Run it round the edge. And then underneath. Unfortunately, I've done it on this side so I can copy and paste it, because that side's got the cube, which will just like make it really difficult for me to copy. Okay, look, it's all joining up now. That one, that bat is right in my ear. Right in my ear. I'll kill you. I'll get you. I'll swipe you with a sword. And whoops, I fell. That one, and that one, that one, and that one. Nicely rounded off in the corner. See, it's just a bunch of circles that then end up intersecting into each other. It doesn't need to be completely symmetrical either, which is why I didn't do the top at the same time here. In fact, having it a little bit different to the bottom side will just create a slightly different shape. It doesn't make it look quite as perfect is probably a good word for it. You never want this to be, want these shapes to be completely perfect. Okay, brilliant. Now how am I going to copy and paste this? How am I going to do that? That one and that one. Let's go from... Let's go from there. Oops, I have no idea. This is completely making up as we go along. To that one. I'm going to stand here. Copy. Oops, not capital letters. What way's that way? West. Flip. West. Paste -A. And then that gets the other side in. Excellent. So I think I'm happy stopping here. If we back off, I haven't got time to get the ribs in today. We have to sort of put a rounded edge on that side, but I can just grab all of that, copy, flip it and paste it to get a sort of rounded side on here. Then we can put the ribs on, and then it's just adding some shapes, some cubes, some little circles, some brackets, some pipes just coming out of it, just to sort of finish that part off. I'm happy there. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode. Get rid of these blocks.